Am I audible to all of you? Just write in the chat box. So now I am sharing my today's presentation slides. Just a minute. Now in our last class, we started solving the numericals which are based on direct mapping. So in today's class also we are continuing to solve the numericals which are based on direct mapping and fully associative mapping. So all of you remember this diagram which is used for finding the physical address of direct mapping. So it has been divided into three parts. First is tag, second is line number, and the third is block orbit line offset. And the block number is being derived by combining the tag and the line number. So just remember this diagram in order to solve the questions which are based on direct mapping. So this is the question we already started doing in our last class. So this is the question. All of you uh, understand this question? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So basically in this question, we solve the first part of the question, the size of main memory in the last class, and we are going to discuss the second part of the question, which is tag directory size. So this is the question. Just a minute. Other students are going to join the class. Okay, so this is the question. Consider a direct mapped cache. So here you are given that this is here in the question we are talking about direct map cache. So that's why we are going to apply the rules or the physical address which is meant for direct mapping. Here it is given. We are considering the direct mapped cache of size 512 KB with block size 1 KB, and there are 7 bits in the tag. So these are the information which are given to you, and we need to find uh, the two things. First is the size of main memory, and the second is tag directory size. So moving to the next slide. So these are the step-by-step procedure for solving this question. So first we need to write what are the things which are given to us. So basically the cache memory size is given to us in the question, which is 512 KB. Then the block size or frame size or line size is given to us, which is 1 KB, and the number of bits in tag is given to us, which is 7 bits. So these are the things which are given to us, and here we are considering the memory as byte addressable. So all of you know that one byte is equal to 8 bits. So here we are considering the memory as byte addressable. So first, according to the diagram of direct mapping for physical address, this is the diagram. First is the tag division, second is the line number division, and the third is the block and oblique line offset. So here we have given that the number of bits in the tag is 7 bits. So the tag consists of 7 bits. Now we need to find the number of bits in the block offset or the line offset. So here we have given that block size is equal to 1 KB. So here this is given, block size is given as 1 KB. So 1 KB is equivalent to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So the number of bits in block offset is 10 bits. So the block oblique line offset consists of the 10 bits. And now we are going to find how many bits are required for the line number. So all of you understand at this point in the solution of the numerical, just write in the chat box so that we can move further. All of you need to have a copy and a pen with you in order to understand it better. Just draw the diagrams. Just draw this diagram, tab, line number, and plot oblique line offset. So moving to the next slide, just remember that the tag is of 7 bits and we already find the block oblique line offset is of 10 bits. Also note that the cache memory size is given to us, which is 512 KB. So now we are going to find the number of bits in line number. So basically the total number of lines in cache, which is given by this formula. So this is the formula, cache size divided by line size. So this is the formula for finding the number of lines in cache. Cache size divided by line size. So cache size is given to us, which is 512 KB, and line size is also given to us, which is 1 KB. So it means the KB and KB is cancelled. So the 512 is remaining. So 512, we need to convert 512 in 2 to the power. So 2 to the power 9 is equivalent to 512. So 2 to the power 9 is equivalent to 512. So basically the number of bits in the line number is 9 bits. So here we write the line number consists of 9 bits. So now we are going to find the number of bits in the physical address. So basically the number of bits in the physical address is the sum total of the number of bits in tab, line number and block oblique line offset. So here the formula is the number of bits in physical address is number of bits in tab, number of bits in line number and number of bits in block offset. So which is 7 bits plus 9 bits plus 10 bits, and which is equal to 26 bits. So number of bits in the physical address is 26 bits. So from this question, you need to remember this formula, how we can find the number of lines in cache. We can find it by using this formula, cache size divided by line size, and also draw this figure. So moving to the next slide. So here we find out number of bits in the physical address, which is 26 bits. So moving to the next slide. So our objective is to find the size of the main memory. So the size of the main memory is 2 to the power number of lines in the physical address. So 2 to the power 26. So basically but this is in bytes. So we need to convert it into higher memory. So it is 64 MB. So basically you know that, or if you don't know that, then write this. So 1 KB, these are the unit conversions. 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. And 1 MB is equal to 2 to the power 20. 2 to the power 20 bytes. Also 1 GB is equal to 2 to the power 30 bytes. 2 to the power 30 bytes. So here you can see that the size of the main memory is 2 to the power 26. So out of 2 to the power 26, we need to convert it into 2 to the power. We need to write it as 2 to the power 26 as 2 to the power 20, or you can say that 2 to the power 6 and 2 to the power 20. So 2 to the power 20 is converted to 1 MB, because 2 to the power 20 is equivalent to 1 MB, and 2 to the power 6 is remaining. So 2 to the power 6 is 64 basically. So the size of the main memory is 64 MB. So all of you understand it. Just note the conversions. These are very important. 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10, 1 MB is equal to 2 to the power 20 bytes. Just write this in your copy and remember it in order to solve the questions which are based on memory. So these conversions are very important. So all of you understand how we get the size of the main memory equal to 64 MB. Just write in the chat box. Okay. So the first part of the question is completed. Now we are moving to find the second part, which is TED directory size. So the TED directory size, we can find it by using the formula number of tags into tag size. So basically, it can further be translated into or converted into this number of tags, number of lines in cache into number of bits in tag. So basically, the number of lines in tag is 2 to the power 9, because we know that 9 bits are required for the cache line. So the number of lines are 2 to the power 9, and the bits in the tag is 7 bits. So basically, 2 to the power 9 is 512. So we need to multiply 512 into 7. So we get this 3584 bits. So we need to convert it into bytes. So we need to divide this 3584 divide by 8. Divide by 8 in order to get the answer in bytes. So once we divide it by 8, so we get the size of the TED directory as 448 bytes. So by using the formula number of tags into tag size, we get the TED directory size. So just write this formula in your copy. So by using this formula, we get the TED directory size, which is the second part of the question. So moving to the next question. The next question is this: consider a direct map cache. Once you are reading the question, just find out the word, or just search the word whether it is given to find the direct map, it is related to direct map cache or fully associative cache or k-way associative cache. So here you can find the word. Consider a direct mapped cache of size 16 KB with block size 256 bytes. The size of the main memory is given to you this time, which is 128 KB. Then you need to find the number of bits in TED and the TED directory size. So according to this, just to solve this question, I am giving you 2 minutes. Just try to solve this question. Just write what are the things given to you and what you need to find. Just I am giving you 2 minutes in order to solve this question. Just try it. And write the answer in the chat box if anyone finds the answer. And if anyone of you find the answer, just write in the chat box. Okay, so let's discuss it. So moving to the next slide, just see the steps what we are following in solving such type of questions. So first you need to write what is given to you. So basically we are given that cache memory size is 16 KB. Then the block size is equal to frame size is equal to line size, which is given to us, which is 256 bytes. Then the main memory size this time is given to us, which is 128 KB. So we consider the memory as byte addressable. So basically, uh, we need to find the number of bits in physical address. So basically, we have the size of main memory given to us, which is 128 KB. So as we know that 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. Is 2 to the power 10 bytes. So basically, here we are given that 128 KB. So means 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10, and 128 is equal to 128 is equal to 2 to the power 7. So basically, we are given that 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 7, which is 2 to the power 17. So 2 to the power 17 byte is there. So that means the number of bits in the physical address is 17 bits. So whatever is in the power of 2, that number of bits are there in the main memory. So basically, 2 to the power 17 bytes are there. It means 17 bits are there. So it means the main memory, which consists of tag, line number, and block oblique line offset, is consist of 17 bits. So here you can see all these combined will give the answer to 17 bits. So now all of you understand this. Just write in the chat box how we find that number of bits in the main memory. As main memory size is given to us, that's why it is easy to find the size of the number of bits in the main memory, because the main memory size is given to us. Okay, so moving to the next slide, just remember this. The tag, line number, and block oblique line offset is of 17 bits. So moving to the next slide. So now we are going to calculate the number of bits in block offset. So as we are given that block size is equal to 256 bytes. So 256 is equal to 2 to the power 8. So it means 2 to the power 8 bytes. So whatever comes in the power of 2, that number of bits are there. So basically 8 comes in the power of 2. So basically the number of bits in the block offset is 8 bits. So it means out of the 17 bits, 8 bits are in the block oblique line offset. So 17 minus 8. So how many bits are remaining? So tag and line number consist of 17 minus 8 means 9 bits are there. So now we are going to find number of bits in line number. This we are going to find number of bits in line number. So according to the formula, we can use it, the cache size divided by line size. So basically the cache size is given to us, which is 16 KB, and line size is also given to us, which is 256 bytes. So it means once you are solving it, it means here you can replace KB into 2 to the power 10, because 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So it means 2 to the power 10 and 16 is 2 to the power 4. So that means 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 4 is equal to 2 to the power 14 bytes, which is divided by 2 to the power 8 bytes. It means 2 to the power 6. So whatever number is in the power of 2, that number of bits are in the line number. So as 6 in the power of 2, so that means number of bits in the line number is 6 bits. So 6 bits are there in the line number. So now it is easy to find number of bits in the tab. So which is 17 minus 8 plus 6. 17 minus 8 plus 6. So it means 17 minus 14. So it means 3 bits are there in the tag field. So all of you understand the question up till now? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide, just remember this diagram. Just draw this diagram in your copy. Now moving to the next slide. So this is the way we already discussed in the previous slide how we calculate the number of bits in the tag. So basically it is number of bits in the tag is number of bits in physical address, which is 17 bits, minus number of bits in line number plus number of bits in block offset. So 17 minus 6 bits plus 8 bits, which is 17 bits minus 14 bits, which is 3 bits. So our diagram will changes to this form. Tag is of 3 bits, then line number is of 6 bits, and block oblique line offset is of 8 bits. So by this we solve the first part of the question. How many bits are there in the tag? So 3 bits are there in the tag. Now we are going to solve the second part, which is tag directory size. So tag directory size we can find by using the formula number of tags into tag size. So which is converted into this formula, number of lines in cache into number of bits in tag. So as the number of lines in tag is 2 to the power 6, because 6 bits are there for finding the line number. So the size of the cache is 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power 6 bits are there, and number of bits in tag. So here we find the number of bits in tag is 3 bits. So 3 bits. So 2 to the power 6 is 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. So basically you need to multiply 64 into 3. So which by multiplying we got the answer 192. So basically if, this answer is in 190 is in bits. So you need to convert it into higher memory. So 192 is divided by 8. So which comes to 24 bytes. So this means the size of the tag directory is 24 bytes. So all of you understand this? How we calculate the tag directory size? We need to use the formula and also need the conversion. How we use the conversion of 2 to the powers in calculating the memory sizes. This is very important. We need to convert it. Okay, just pay attention. So here you can see the tag directory structure we can find by using the formula number of tags into tag size, which can be further converted into this number of lines in cache into number of bits in tag. So here we are using this formula because here we know how many bits are there in the tag, which is 3 bits. We already find out this, and how many number of lines in the cache, as the number of line number is consists of 6 bits. So how many number of lines? So number of lines are 2 to the power 6, and 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. So it means we need to multiply 64 into 3. So which comes to be 192. So 192 bits are there, but as we are going to solve this question by using the byte addressable format. So we need to divide 192 divide by 8. As we know that 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So in order to have the question, in order to solve it by in using the byte unit, so we need to divide it by 8. So the answer is 24 bytes. So the size of the TED directory is 24 bytes. So now you understand, Amisha Mundra, how we did the TED directory size. Okay. So this is the way we can solve these questions. So moving to the next slide. Now question third is given to you. Consider a direct mapped cache. Here also direct mapped cache is given to you of size 32 KB with block size 32 bytes. The CPU generates 32-bit address. Find the number of bits needed for cache indexing and number of tag bits. So you are given three things, and you need to find number of bits needed for cache indexing as well as the number of tag bits. So I am discussing this because there is not much time left. So just write the question what is given to you and what we need to find out. Now moving to the solution of it. So here you are given three things. Cache memory size is given to you, which is 32 KB. You need to proceed in this format because this is very easy to understand. So the cache memory size is 32 KB. Then block size is equal to frame size equal to line size is given to us, which is 32 bytes, and number of bits in the physical address as the 32-bit address which is generated by the CPU, so which is also known as the physical address. So number of bits in the physical address is 32 bits. So it means we have the physical address means all these three fields are combined, and the size of this is 32 bits. So this is all these are combined and its size is 32 bits. So as its size is given to us, so number of bits in block offset, so block size is also given to us, which is 32 bytes. So it means block size equal to 32 bytes. It means 2 to the power 5 bytes. It means the number of bits in block offset is, as 5 is in the power of 2, so number of bits in the block offset is 5 bits. So out of these 32 bits, 5 bits are required for the block and block oblique line offset. So just write, uh, just draw this figure in your copy. Now moving to the next slide. Now number of bits in line number. So as we know the formula, total number of lines in cache is given by the formula cache size divided by line size. So here cache size is given to us, which is 32 KB. and line size is given to us, which is 32. So only 32 and 32 is cancelled, so only 1 KB is remaining. And as we know that 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So it means byte and byte are cancelled. So it means 2 to the power 10 lines are there. So whatever is in the power of 2, that number of bits are there. So as 10 is in the power of 2, so that means 10 bits are there. So it means the line number is consists of 10 bits. So it means, so out of 32 bits, 10 bits are for the required for the line number, and 5 bits required for the block object line offset. So it means 32 minus 10 plus 5, it means 32 minus 15. So it means 17 bits are required for the tag. So for the tag. So it means number of bits required for cache indexing is, so as we need to find the how many bits are required for cache indexing. So cache deals only with the line number. So as 10 bits are required for the line number. So here we have 10 bits. So just remember this diagram. So we are moving to the next slide. As we know that the 10 bits are required for the cache indexing. So number of bits in TAG, as we already find out that number of bits in TAG is basically number of bits in physical address, which is 32 bits, minus number of bits in line number, which is 10 bits, plus number of bits in block offset, which is 5 bits. So number of bits in tag is 32 minus 15, which is 17 bits. It means total number of bits in cache is tag is 17 bits. So this is the final figure. Just draw this figure in your copy. All of you understand the solution up till this point? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide. So basically our question ends here, and these are the two numericals uh, which is the part of assignment questions given to you in this unit. So you need to solve these questions, and uh, you solve this question step by step, as we already discussed in the solution of previous questions, and you need to submit it in the Google Classroom code of computer architecture. So these are the two questions which are given to you, which are based on direct mapping. Just take the picture of these two questions, and you need to submit it in the next week. Okay. So we are moving to the next topic, which is fully associative mapping. So all of you taken the picture of these two questions. Just write in the chat box, and you need to solve these questions in the next week and submit it in the Google Classroom code of computer architecture. Okay. So all the lectures of computer architecture are already available in the college YouTube channel. So I am also submitting this the recording of this video lecture also today in the college YouTube channel. You can refer the previous topic and how we can solve these questions from the recording of those video lectures. Okay. So as the lectures, as the recordings are available, so you need to refer this from the college YouTube channel. So moving to the next topic. So I am going to share the slides of next topic. Just wait a minute. Now our next topic is fully associative mapping and K-way set associative mapping. So first we are going to discuss fully associative mapping. So here we briefly discuss this because here we are going to solve numericals which are based on fully associative mapping. We already covered this topic from the theory point of view in our previous classes. So basically in fully associative mapping, a block of main memory can be mapped to any freely available cache line which is different from the direct mapping, because in the direct mapping the block of main memory is mapped to only particular particular cache line, but here in fully associative mapping it is mapped to any freely available cache line. So this makes fully associative mapping more flexible than direct mapping. So here a replacement algorithm is needed to replace a block if the cache is full. So if the cache size is full, then we need to replace one block from the cache memory and put another block from the main memory to the cache memory. So we, in that case, we need a replacement algorithm, and we already discussed the some of the replacement algorithms are FCFS and uh, LRU, means first come first serve and least recently used. These are the two major algorithms we are used in order to solve the questions related to fully associative mapping. So moving to the next slide. So only 5 minutes are remaining. So just we are going to solve only one question, which is based on fully associative mapping. So just remember this figure: division of physical mapping, division of physical address in fully associative mapping. So here we only need two divisions. First is block number oblique tag. The first block is block number oblique tag, and second is block oblique line offset. So as we see that in the direct mapping there are three divisions of the physical address, but here in fully associative mapping only two divisions are there. So just remember this diagram because this is very important in solving the questions which are based on fully associative mapping. So moving to the next slide. So this is the question given to you. Consider a fully associative mapped cache. So here you need to notice the word fully associative mapped cache of size 512 KB, block size 1 KB, and there are 17 bits in the tag. So find size of main memory and tag directory size. So moving to the next slide, how we can solve this question. So first we need to write what is given to us. So cache memory size is given to us, which is 512 KB. Block size is equal to frame size equal to line size, it is 1 KB, and number of bits in tag, which is 7 bits. or basically it is wrongly written. It must be 17 bits. Okay. So we consider that the memory is byte addressable. So basically the number of bits in the block offset is basically, we can find it, block size is equal to what is given to us, which is 1 KB. So it means 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So whatever written in the 2 to the power, which is 10, it means number of bits are there. So here 10 is written in the 2 to the power. So 10 bits are there. So 10 bits are in the block offset. And how many bits are in the tab, which is 17? So 17 bits are there, and in the tab of the block number, and 10 bits are there in the block offset. So just remember the physical address which is being given in the for finding the fully associative memory. Only two divisions are there. First is tab of the block number, and second is block offset. So as we find out, 10 bits are there in the block offset and 17 bits in the tab field, which is already given to us. So it means the size of the physical memory is, we are moving to the next slide. It means the size of the physical memory is, so basically number of bits in the physical memory address is number of bits in tab plus number of bits in block offset. It means 17 plus 10, which is 27 bits. So number of bits in the physical address is 27 bits. So just you need to add these two fields in order to get the number of bits in the physical address. So we can find the size of the main memory now. With so the size of the main memory is 2 to the power 27 bytes. So basically, as we know that 2 to the power 20 is equivalent to 1 MB. 1 MB. So it means only 2 to the power 7 bits are remaining, and 2 to the power 7 is 128. So it means 128 MB. So all of you understand till now? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So this concludes the first part of the question. Now moving to the next slide. Now total number of lines in cache.